What would be worse if a comedian's on stage and they're not doing so well, there's crickets, no one's laughing, or people are laughing so hard that some of them stop breathing?
It'd definitely be better to have, people laughing to the point of hyperventilation. I've had moments like that on stage where, you go to say the next line, but you just can't because the audience is still laughing, and it's a great feeling, because you expected it to go so well, but then it just went so much better. So it's a nice feeling to have.
Yes. Generally speaking, what direction is comedy moving in here in Toronto?
Forward. Not back, not sideways, but forward.
Well, back would be really bad.
Well, but there is some back at Parker and Seville who are doing a throwback to the vaudeville days. But just like anything else, it's all progress. Everybody's, with every generation that comes, someone's bringing something new and exciting to this business. So it's that's why it's such an interesting time for me to be doing comedy right now. Like it's an exciting time to be alive. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and it's just very thrilling to be a part of all of it, really.
I guess in a way you kind of depend on what is going on in terms of world issues and things like that.
Definitely.
Or even celebrity gossip. As much as I hate celebrity gossip, you can always find an angle and just make fun of someone really, really bad.
Yeah, like it's a cheap laugh, but it works. Why mess with a good thing?
Okay. We were talking about the direction comedy is moving here in the city. What shapes that movement, and how much of a responsibility does the current generation of comics have in ensuring that it stays on the right path?
Well, with Vanguard, I think is bringing something really new and exciting to the Toronto comedy scene. Like you have the veteran Second City establishment that's been around forever, but I mean, with the exception of like the Bad Dog theater, there isn't really any other theater companies that are like a school and a venue and all of these other things. And there's a huge cast at Vanguard, like improvisers, writers, performers, and we're all pretty fresh meat. So, and just dying to get our ideas out there. So it'll be really interesting to see what we develop together at Vanguard in the up and coming months, especially since we just started. Like our debut show was just over a week ago, I think, and here I am talking about Vanguard already. So it's moving on quite quickly, and it's very exciting.
Would you say that, when you go to, like, let's say a music show and it's local, you can actually talk to that musician. You can buy their CD from them.
Yeah.
Do you find you have that same interaction with your fans?
Quote fans in quotations. Yeah, like I've done sets and have had people come up to me and be like, "Oh, that was really awesome," and like if anything, it makes me want to talk to them even more because I actually appreciate what I'm doing, and it's really nice to have someone come up and tell them that you really hit the spot. Like you made them laugh and they like what you do. Like it's such a great feeling to know someone who you've never met and is not your friend and appreciates what you're doing. Like it's a great feeling.
So we're all looking forward to Faceplant and future shows. What else have you got on the go?
I've been working on a reality series called Funny Business. I started doing that when I was at Humber in my second year. Just started off as like a little project and kind of snowballed from there. Still in production. I was taking some time off because it focuses on like being a new comedian and trying to break into the industry. So part of it is, going around Humber when I was enrolled there and, seeing what Humber's all about, and took about a year break, and then in the fall I'm going to resume filming again and kind of see where all the main cast is at, like see what everybody's been doing and what progress that they've made. And I've been talking to Pamela Thomas about it, and she's very interested in the idea and is trying to get get a foot in the door with some production companies in LA, so that's pretty exciting. But it's a work in progress right now.
Cool. Vanguard Comedy Theatre is a Toronto-based company featuring local comedians who put on shows around the city. One of its sketch troupes is called Faceplant, which Jill is a part of. Recently, they had their first show, and it was a success. Their second will be held at the Blue Moon Pub on 725 Queen Street East on June 9th. Jill says the audience's positive and negative reaction is fuel and inspiration to continue on with more performances. The YouTube videos can be found under Faceplant Blue Moon.